I'm a real coffee junkie. Do I think the Xbox Series X has the PlayStation 5 beat? Far from it. I actually think that the PS5 is a more capable machine. Now, is this a fanboy talking, or is this an informed opinion talking? Mostly the latter, a little bit of the first. Let's explain. Got my crumpets, and I got my coffee. So, carrying on, let's talk about clock speeds, yeah? The Xbox Series X's GPU is underclocked significantly. It's got all MCUs and it's all very impressive, but unfortunately, guys, they all operate at a much slower pace. So, everything from the fill rate, the seek times, the cycle refresh rate, it's all slower. It's like having a big bodybuilder drugged up on dopamine. All that muscle, but sloppy and slow. A bit like how I speak. I've got a broken jaw. Same kind of principle. And this is before you even take into consideration the Xbox Series X's slower SSD and everything that comes with that. Let's look at Dirt 5. Yes, I know that I harp on about that game, but this is actually a really good example. We're seeing a lot of tessellation, a lot of polygons on the road. Now, those polygons aren't necessarily high detail, because they're not, but there is a lot of them. Is it difficult for the Xbox Series X or PS5 to load what we see here? No. Is it difficult, however, for the Xbox Series X's GPU to load those assets over and over again at a fast speed? Yes. And that's where we have the problem, guys. The speed and its ability to load assets quickly over and over and over again. We can see the inconsistency. Watching the gameplay, even at 4K, you can see a lot of screen tearing and very poor level of detail at any distance further than a meter from the car. Poor draw distance, low textures, it's all showing signs of a bottleneck.
Look, these are appearing. Why are they appearing? Is the draw distance like 1 meter? What is happening? Look at this stuff. I kid you not, it's literally popping in at a distance of what looks like to be realistically 2 meters.
And this is because the Xbox Series X is struggling to load in all these assets at a consistently high speed. The PS5 will eat that bad boy up like a piece of cake. It'll be no issue for the PS5's GPU, all thanks to its higher clock speed, its cache scrubbers, and the SSD I/O. Speaking of the cache scrubbers, guys, search up selective dumping. Now, as bad as that sounds, it's a really lame buzzword. It is a really impressive facet of the PS5's GPU. It's a process that the cache scrubbers carry out, and it has a multiplicative effect when combined with the superior clock speed of the PS5. Makes it far more efficient. So check that out. Selective dumping, cache scrubbers. Don't forget it. In short, guys, I genuinely think that the PS5 is the winner. I think it's going to outperform the Xbox Series X. And yeah, I think the PS5 is the next generation console. The Xbox Series X feels more like a mid-gen refresh disguised as a next-gen console. Because let's face it, it's not got the games. It's not shown the performance in what we've seen so far. And it's not got the features. It's not even got the UI. Really? What is the point?